Hello sweet team, welcome back to my channel. This is Sweet Ajele. As you can see, our chicken light soup is ready, so get your fufu and join me because I'm waiting. Now if you're new to my channel, join the sweet team by clicking on that subscribe button right now. While you're at it, hit that bell and hit all notifications so you'll be among the first to be notified when I upload a video. Let's get started. So for my ingredients, I have onions, tomatoes, 1 spice blend cube. I'm using 4 tomato paste cubes, habanero pepper, ginger, garlic, rosemary, and aniseed. I also have some chicken seasoning, vegetable seasoning, and salt. I'll leave a list of all the ingredients in the description box below, so do check it out. So I have 1.5 large onions. I'll be using the half and also half of this ginger to steam the chicken. The other half of the ginger I'll be adding to the soup later on. So I'll just go ahead to cut up my ginger so that it doesn't have stringy parts to it after blending. To that I'll add my habanero pepper, garlic, and my rosemary and aniseed. Okay, just add everything into your blender. To this I'll add some water and I'm going to blend it until it is nice and smooth. While that's going on, I'm going to go ahead and add my chicken into the pot. We are ready for this wallow, and I'm using hard chicken, okay? Yes, that hard chicken is able to absorb a lot of flavor, cooks longer so it tastes better, and I like to twist my wings around like that so they're not sticking out while I'm cooking. Then I'll season it with some salt, chicken seasoning, vegetable seasoning, and the blended up ingredients. I'll go ahead and rinse out my blender and add that water as well. Then I'll add my tomato paste and spice blend cube, cover it up and bring it to a boil. Next we're going to cook our veggies, and I like to poke holes in my onions. Ensure that the sharp side of your knife is facing up so in case it slides down it doesn't cut you. And I just go ahead to poke the holes just like this to make it cook faster. You can also go ahead and cut it up if you wish, but this is especially perfect for those of you that like to cook your veggies in the soup. I add everything else with the exception of the ginger, and I'm going to add enough water and cook it until it is done. I then check on my chicken and it's doing very well. You want to keep checking and stirring it because this is the most important part of your cooking process, and your stock should be tasting really good. As I always say, this should be the saltiest part of your cooking process. Why? Because if not, once you add your water, your chicken or whatever type of meat you're using will end up tasting bland after boiling for however many minutes that you cook it for. So I'm going to continue this process and allow my stock to thicken up beautifully to ensure that my soup is going to taste really good. And it has done just that. As you can see, my stock is looking like stew, and that is exactly where you want to be. Oh Lord, fine, just beautiful. So I'm checking on my veggies. They are also well done. I'm going to get them out, add my ginger to it and blend it. This ginger will make my chicken soup taste so amazing. Blend everything together and we'll transfer it into our soup. Oh my goodness, just look at that. Is this looking good or is it looking good? Trust me, if you tried this method, you will never go back to cooking your soup any other way. I then add my blended up ingredients and I'm going to rinse the blender, add that water, and add enough water to cook my soup. This is light soup, so you can add as much or as little water as you wish. I want my soup to be nice and light, so I add enough water. Once you've added your water, you want to give it a good stir, taste it. It should be tasting so good at this point. Cover it up, allow it to come to a rolling boil, and then let it boil for a good 20 minutes. You want to ensure that your tomatoes and everything are well cooked. Then we'll lower the heat and cover it halfway and allow it to simmer beautifully until it is ready. And then we are going to add some kowe. I'm going to be adding some of this basil to bring out freshness. You cannot make chicken soup without your basil. It's kowe in Ghana. I believe it's akoko besa, and I forgot the Ewe name. I think it's Koklo something. So ensure that you add some of that. And as you can see, my soup have cooked down nicely, about an inch, and it is done. I usually clean out the sides of my pot as I cook, but I left it to show you all that yes, you have to let it simmer down beautifully like this. Once I've added the kowe, I also added some hot pepper for those of us that want some extra heat, but because my kids are gonna eat some, I do not add everything blended. I just add it in, and you can add it to your soup as you enjoy it. Allow it to simmer after that for about 5 minutes, and our soup is ready. My goodness, making chicken soup is so simple, so easy. You can make it easy on yourself or complicated. If you try my recipe, it'll be one of the easiest one you will ever try. Just look at this beautiful soup. Oh my goodness. This soup was so delicious, and we served it over fufui. Oh my goodness. You cannot beat that. It tasted so good. My kids ask for seconds, and I know your family will be asking for more if you try this recipe. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you're a new subscriber, welcome to my channel. This is Sweet Ajele. Thank you so much for subscribing. And to the Sweet team, y'all know I love you. Until I see you in my next video, stay safe, keep loving each other, and remember that the love of family is life's greatest blessing. And guys, ke unamini uchemi sweet mahabotu. Bye y'all.